And hello, boys and girls. I have my little sister's dog. Actually, she ain't that little anymore. She's still my sister and our kids and everybody. So they're out and about enjoying the afternoon, and I get stuck with the dog. Yeah. So anyway, hi, boys and girls. This is your old pal, Uncle Al, with Doggy right here. Oh, Lord. Wait. Okay, go. Anyway, back to business. All right, today's blog. I'm doing a series of blogs today, boys and girls. I just did one for Hubble's Cat and Prex's Prepper. That's 9/11, and people are still asleep or walking around in the days doing their own weird things as zombies. That's why we call this generation Generation Z. You had X, you have millennials, and you have Generation Z. Now, a lot of people notice that Uncle Alan's sometimes sarcastic, but Uncle Alan's having fun. Now, a lot of people, thanks to James um, Harshman Hills, I think it's James, I'm not too sure, but he sent me this great ferro rod. I keep it in a plastic bag. There's two kinds of ferro rods. You either get the hard or the soft. Each have a problem. See that, folks? Problem. And people who don't recognize my channel, it's Diebulfrog79, aka Old Uncle Al, or just Uncle Al. Okay, see, this is the ferro rod. It's not a natural material, it's man-made. Same thing as, let's see, grab that. Comes from inside of here, the little striking flint. Now, a lot of people like, oh, Uncle Al, these are great. They have a limited lifespan. Now, Hubble's Cat, Steve Foco, and a few others have been praising this too much. And I have to warn people, it has a limited lifespan. The only thing ferrocerium rods are great for is basically iron oxide with a little bit of aluminum and magnesium mixed into the blend so you get a spark. Made in 1926, folks. Just they made them bigger. Because during NASA's trials, most astronauts couldn't even strike flint and steel worth a damn. That's another thing Uncle Alan knows. Old survival schools and what the pilots learned, what they couldn't do. Okay, if you like my channel, hit like and subscribe right there. And another thing, folks, a lot of people got a lot of misconceptions of fire making. If you have a magnifying glass, it has to be big. Friends of land, about this size is perfect. Anything smaller has to be a stronger magnification. Okay, so you're out there, your best thing to do is light fires in the middle of the day when the sun's hot so you get the highest point of heat and try to keep that fire going all day. Now, ones I carry in my survival kit range from very small to about 2 inches, 2 and 3/4, 3/4 inches Frenzel lens. Those work great, but you got to do it the heat of the day. Now, they knew this back in the firearms, traps, and tools of the mountain men. They knew about this. This is the 1830s, 1840's. And why do I push this book? And like Hubble's got, they don't have technologies. They went out there in bearskins and hunted Weber and rode on horses, like that movie with the guy from the Titanic. You need to read more, kid. Okay, now mark the page. I wonder if you can see that. See the very button right here? That's a fire lock. Now, a lot of you guys out there wondering, what the hell's a fire lock? Right there, folks. I have one. It's a little pocket-sized one. On the other side of it, of the drawing, let's see if I get it. Right there is a candle holder. And what you do is you strike it, you pull the trigger, and it sends out a little fire and a little spark once it hits the striker right there. These are all strikers, and you have a flint, and you got tinder boxes and stuff like that. That's basic bushcrafting stuff from the Mountain Man era. Now everybody could do it. Kind of degrees, it takes practice. And a lot of people ask me questions like, what did the Japanese use or other cultures? Well, they have their own versions of flint and steel. The Japanese had it in a wooden box and it was iron pyrite, and they would strike it with a piece of iron, hard carbon iron, and it'll throw sparks into a little groove where they catch it with either char cloth or powdered wood or fungus, whatever's available. And it did work. Another trick is a lot of people would dip molten sulfur, use a double boiler, it's burning sulfur. You melt it down because sulfur has a low burning rate, but it's very flammable. So use a double boiler and dip pieces of fat wood in it. In Europe, you can still find it in little tiny bundles. It's called the sulfur punk. A lot of people, I don't know what the sulfur punk is, Uncle Alan. Well, they haven't made it for over 130 years. Matches phased it out. Why they call them Lucifer? Because it had phosphorus on the tip of a sulfur match. That's where you get the sulfuric smell. That's why they call them Lucifers. The other matches wasn't safe for you. Wasn't good for most people. Now, another thing is you can make a sulfur punk. I have a bunch of them, and I guess I gave it away. And once the kids got the hang of it, of stirring a spark or burning a spark, I told them, once you get that glow into from this onto the char cloth, or this onto the char cloth, you got the little glow, you touch it with a sulfur punk and you get a flame because sulfur has a low intensity heating point. Then you take the burning sulfur point, don't breathe the fumes because it smells like rotten eggs. You take it over and you tap it to a candle. Okay, easy as pie. Flame the candle, blow out the sulfur punk so you use the next time, blow out the charcoal so you don't burn a whole bunch of it. And there you go. That's how they used to do it in the old days. And I tell people to read books. I mean, seriously, folks. You know, unless somebody's like, I taught you this way and it's supposed to be done and that's why you're getting arrested and have some guy molest you in prison. Yeah, right. Now, like I said, do your own judgment, do your own research, like and subscribe to Old Uncle Al, aka Diebulfrog79. Today's person I'm going to shout out is Random Lady. That's one word, 1989. Please check out her channel. Please support her. She's a beginning prepper. Hope you learned something, dear, because Uncle Alan's not going to be here too long. And once he's gone, you're in a ditch or up a creek or you're in the woods. So anyway, catch you later. Bye.